Surtout celui de Samuel. Tac. Nathan aussi. Voilà. Comme ça, c'est baissé pour pas déranger les autres. Toto aussi, si jamais tu cries après Samuel. Voilà. Bon, ouais, j'ai pas fait encore leur yo la compagnie. Yo la compagnie! Revenu de FNAF, ça y est. Alors, je vous confie clairement que le film a été applaudi vers la fin, clairement, c'est qu'il était génial. Donc, je vous le conseille vivement, n'écoutez pas les critiques de ceux qui disent que c'était naze. Parce que moi, j'ai été, et je vous le confirme de bon cœur, mais vraiment, que c'est un film à regarder au cinéma. Allez le voir, franchement. Aïe! Non, j'en ai encore des paillettes dans les yeux, moi.
Verrez la position dans laquelle je suis pour faire mes devoirs.
Eh ben, on est tous une position. Moi, pour jouer, je suis couché. Non. Voilà, à moitié couché.
Dans mon lit en train d'écrire encore. C'est quoi ça? Il n'y a plus de batterie, Tony, c'est sûr et certain.
Ouais, je le sens. Pouf! Il est de retour. Ça y est. Ah non. Mais non, Neuvillette, arrête de tourner sur toi-même. J'ai si
pas trop d'accord.
J'y arrive pas. Mais qu'est-ce qu'il a fait avec son amour?
Qui m'a proposé, pas d'accord. Comment?
Ça y est, j'ai réussi à atteindre mes missions. Ah non, c'est la carte. Putain. Je veux mes missions pour les nouvelles quêtes.
Non, pas trop d'accord aussi, non, mais vraiment.
Voilà. Et qui t'arrive? T'as vu encore un truc? Oh putain.
Vas-y, on refait. Bah non. Bah non. On va pas s'expliquer juste.
Oui. Ah ouais.
C'est qui ça?
Aucune idée.
Nicolas. Je sais pas c'est qui Nicolas, on va changer.
On entend un portable là.
Mettez-moi au moins une meuf, je sais pas.
Attends, entre 8h à 12h.
Ouais,
oh,
en plus, mon collègue, allez, nique ta mère. Il veut te faire sortir avec des hommes.
Oh purée.
Ah mais je te jure, hein.
Ah mais j'ai des prix en plus, j'avais oublié. C'est vrai qu'après les mises à jour. Attends. Et...
On refait.
Quoi? Ah non, c'est bon, il est encore avec son pote Nathan. Voilà.
Vas-y, je suis avec Juliette, tu veux pas que je la baise ou quoi?
Attends, mon micro. Voilà. Je suis moyen.
Donne-moi une meuf qui n'est pas de ma famille. Mais t'as vu Juliette, c'est bon? Je vais pas te faire enculer. Je suis retombé sur Juliette. Hein.
Voilà, j'ai 4 primo. Enfin,
moi,
4
j'y veux que
primo.
je la baise. Hein. Bah écoute, c'est un signe.
Yes.
Bah non. Non, elle est moche, hein. Envoie une photo d'elle, Vitzef. De qui? De Orlan. On va éviter, j'en ai pas. Une fois, elle nous a envoyé sa tête.
Tout le monde t'entend.
Je sais pas, elle a un crâne, mais connasse.
Tout le monde entend Nathan.
Non, mais c'est nous. Avec ton père. Ah, bah tu veux sortir avec ton père.
Même bon. Dans mon live, du coup.
Bah non, je vais peut-être sortir avec toi, Emmerich. Ouais, non, moi ça m'intéresse pas. Ah, mince.
Ah, des chansons sur la fontaine, c'est un stop.
Encore moins avec ton gros nez là. Lise, faut pas rire, toi aussi t'as gros nez.
Ouais. Il est cassé.
Oui, en fait, c'est caché par ses lunettes.
Ah, moi, c'est une bosse, tiens, regarde. Comme ma mère.
Moi aussi, regarde. Regarde, si j'avais mes lunettes, regarde.
Ouais. Je crois qu'on s'est tous pété le nez en trottinette, en fait.
Ouais, c'est parce que je tombais à la naissance.
Ah ouais? Putain, mais qu'est-ce qu'il fait, Tony?
il s'est fait chier dessus à la maison. C'est pour ça que je parle beaucoup vu qu'il manque des neurones. Parce que vraiment...
Ah putain, j'arrive pas à choper la carte du coup avec une main. Ah ça y est. C'est bon. Maintenant je vais à Fontaine. C'est un live spécial les gens, excusez-moi, il y a du monde. Oh non! Je m'y paume trop facilement. Ouais, c'est ça. Ouais, que c'est beau la vie. C'est pas le truc à faire. Retourner au dortoir. Oh,
il m'a dit t'inquiète, je te donne dans les minutes.
je suis retournée au dortoir. Me repile. Bah c'est reparti. Putain, notre Tori, il est fatigué là. Il va vraiment se perdre dans les forteresses. Je vais me mettre là. Qu'est-ce qu'il a encore fait comme bêtise?
Mais qu'est-ce qu'il faut allonger lui?
On est bien allongés, je crois. Tous. Oh purée.
Comme ça, je suis trop sexy.
Allez, une Villette, on y va, on avance. Putain, une main c'est compliqué, hein, les gars. Allez, une Villette grimpe, voilà. On essaye de sautiller. Non, on vaut mieux pas parce que mes doigts ils sont pas écartés. Voilà. On va voir Wii U. Wii U Let's Play. Avec...
T'inquiète, je vous écoute.
Ouais. Ah, je m'en fais, j'ai Wii U moi. Mais par contre, j'ai pas Furina là. Furina! Viens voir Tatalise. Viens, viens.
Eh, mais Emmerich, je sais pas ce qu'il fait. Hein.
Je ne sais pas non plus.
Vraiment, il nous a fait chier pour qu'on appelle, on appelle et le mec il part.
Surtout de mettre nos cams. Ok.
Ah ouais.
Alors que moi là, je suis là, tiens. Juste tranquille, Genshin. Oh, je plaisante, t'inquiète pas. Je suis en plein live, c'est pas grave. Allez, une Villette, c'est reparti pour un tour.
Vraiment, je crois Emmerich qu'il est pas là. Hein.
Il va revenir, il a dû être appelé, je pense.
Ouais.
Et moi, sinon, tiens, tu vois comme ça, je suis couché moi aussi. Oh là là.
Ah non, moi je suis ici. Après, il y a Charlie
Ouais. Ah ouais.
Vraiment, je peux pas faire mieux. Hein.
Ah bah, t'étais sûr.
Pas mieux. Si on me défend, on me lit. Attends. Ouais.
Ah, moi, je peux pas montrer ma chambre, elle est pleine de bazar.
Ouais. Ma chambre, c'est une pièce qui arrive. On va dire plus parce que ben, voilà.
Il y a trop de bazar, moi, je crois, maintenant, en ce moment. Faut que je l'arrange demain. Vas-y, ça se trouve, ils ont... Eh ben, s'ils ont mis des nouveaux boss.
Mais vraiment, Emmerich, il nous fait chier, quoi.
Emmerich, où es-tu passé? Ah, si, reviens, tiens. J'ai vu quelque chose passer devant. Merde!
Putain, un Pokémon.
J'ai attaqué les pauvres PNJ. Je voulais pas attaquer les PNJ. Mais non! Ils ont été arrosés, ils ont pris une douche. Putain. Moi, j'en après-midi quand même. J'avais hâte de rentrer quand même. Tenez, je vous donne une belle image de Neuvillette. Voilà, il est super, super beau, super sexy, voilà. Cadeau. Ah. Nah, toi qui es bavard. T'es dans Roblox pour l'instant. Non, tu regarderas pas. Tu dois faire Roblox pour rien qu'avant.
Mais putain, c'est juste que je me regarde juste. Hein.
Bah ouais, je sais.
Mais avec le pire, t'as une tête trop drôle.
Ah, faut que j'aille voir où il
est.
est.
On l'a vu passer, il est reparti.
Ah bah ouais. Allez, une Villette. On avance jusqu'au dortoir. Qu'est-ce que ça va encore nous réserver, cette belle petite mise à jour? Tartaglia.
Allô?
Ouais.
Putain, t'en voilà.
Aïe, j'ai eu un coup de jus dans le ventre.
Je savais que tu te prenais les bidons dans le cul, mais à ce niveau-là...
Oh la
Merde,
vache.
ta grand-mère.
À une main, je vous rassure les gens, je suis vraiment en train de jouer à une main, donc c'est un peu compliqué pour moi. Si j'attaque les PNJ encore, c'est pas ma faute. Je ne peux pas utiliser l'autre. Oh la vache.
Now for a little rest after breakfast. Ah, this is the
Ah
life.
oui, vous inquiétez pas, je vous mets le son les amis, voilà. Bon, on va attendre Paymon, hein.
Wait a sec. Isn't something important supposed to happen today?
Putain, Samuel, il est en train de gâcher la voix de Paymon. Mais qu'est-ce que t'as foutu, Tony?
Oh, attendez.
Attends, faut que je baisse le son de Samuel, parce que sinon on va l'entendre à la place de Paymon. Ça va être bizarre, hein. C'est pareil pour son pote Nathan. Paymon, elle a pas la voix de Nathan. Voilà.
Marie, je ressemble à ta mère.
C'est bon, même le retour.
The fortress of Mirapede. Come on, we've got to get the messengers now.
Quoi? Quoi?
Avec les filtres
On mange
dessus.
quoi?
Mascarade des coupables. Alors, où est-ce qu'on doit aller maintenant? Parler à la réceptionniste. Ah d'accord. J'aurais bien aimé qu'on me dise comment y aller. Ah oui, c'est bon. Yes. Il y a tout le monde sur la play, il y a que Emmerich qui peut pas pour l'instant. Du coup, je suis en train de rester avec lui en attendant, c'est normal. Vous l'avez tous laissé. T'inquiète, va manger. Je lui tiens compagnie à une main du coup. La réceptionniste, on veut notre liberté s'il vous plaît. Oh, j'ai trop hâte de voir Tartaglia. Pardon. Là, faut que je fasse gaffe. Voilà. Trop belles les cornes de Neuvillette. Hein. Franchement, j'adore. C'est mon dragon préféré, ça. Neuvillette ou... Putain. Les pauvres abonnés. Attendez une minute.
Première
Nathan.
fiche technique.
Je suis obligée de le mute, c'est pas méchant, et ça mêle aussi du coup. Pour une fois que c'est pas lui qui se mute. Qui parle trop fort. Voilà. Ah putain, Neuvillette, arrête d'attaquer les PNJ. C'est pas le moment là, on va être libérés. Putain. À chaque fois qu'on avance. Fini. Libère-nous maintenant. On a fini de moisir en prison. Aïe aïe aïe. Pauvre Samuel, en même temps il est en train de parler avec les autres. Attends une toute petite minute.
Please sign here. This document will be effective
me
immediately
chatouille le
upon
nez.
signing, and you two may exit the fortress.
C'est bon, je le démute. Voilà.
It's been so long since we've been to the surface. Let's hurry up and...
Ouais, c'est bien Samuel qu'on entend à l'autre bout. Essayons de baisser son volume un peu plus. C'est mieux. Bon, qu'est-ce que tu fais, Emmerich? Oh putain, la forteresse! Ça tremble! Ça tremble! J'aurais bien voulu te montrer ça, mais le problème c'est que... Faut que je retourne le truc. Elle tremble, la forteresse! Vise!
Ah ouais.
Ah vache! Je sais pas ce que ça réserve. Je pourrais pas jouer à une main comme ça longtemps, mais où est-ce que...
What's happening?
Qu'est-ce que je fais de live? Regarde. Aïe. Attends, le micro, on va le mettre là. Voilà.
I'm fine, thanks. But I wonder what what that tremor was just now.
J'essaierai de mettre plus fort, mais après on entendra que Samuel. C'est bon. Pauvre Samuel. Faut que je fasse quoi maintenant? Rendez-vous dans le bureau. Dans le bureau de qui? De Wuyo? Ah bah ouais. Wuyo, on se revoit à nouveau, monsieur le duc. Attends, j'essaye vraiment de jouer avec mon petit doigt. Voilà. Ah oui, il n'y a personne de sorcier dans le live. Ils sont KO. Et Kara, je crois qu'il est parti regarder FNAF. Ta-ta. Et... Pour que la forteresse tremble, c'est clairement, vu qu'on est sous la mer, ça va faire mal. Putain. M'en veux pas, hein, Emmerich, je peux vraiment pas me diriger facilement. Voilà.
Ah, good to see you two. Is there something you wish to see me about?
Si j'essaie d'approcher, ça va être encore plus lumineux. C'est embêtant qu'on voit pas les détails avec les téléphones.
Yeah, what was with that earthquake just now?
Ah, that. The tremor didn't originate from the seafloor. In fact, it seems it came from the surface. Over the years of serving as the warden here, I have developed a sense for distinguishing between
beau,
what
le duc.
occurs on the
Tu l'as eu
surface
d'ailleurs, le
and what
duc?
occurs underwater. Besides, the seal that Monsieur Neuvillette set in place won't fail so easily.
T'as pas réussi à l'avoir, le duc? Wuyo? Putain, la poisse. J'aurais essayé de te l'avoir.
So the fortress is okay?
On n'y voit rien, malheureusement, avec la télé comme ça.
If you recall our last incident, if there really were a problem, there would be crowds of inmates in a panic right now.
Si ça peut te consoler, dis-toi que j'ai pas réussi à l'avoir à Slay et compagnie, hein. Parce que j'avais pas assez de temps.
Huh, you've got a point. Okay, seems we need to get back up to the surface and ask about what happened.
Qu'est-ce que ça va être, cette musique?
Do you know what day it is today?
Je suis trop curieuse.
I believe today is
Oh,
this
la voix
month's
qui lui en
pipe
dit.
cleaning day.
Wait, seriously?
Non, c'est notre dernier jour à la forteresse.
Ah, yes. Have you completed
Ouais,
your release
libérez-nous.
papers?
On n'est plus prisonniers, nous.
Yep. It's you two. Are you leaving now? That's right. Today is our last day in prison. But now that Paimon says that, it doesn't
S'il
feel like
n'était
we
pas
were
aussi
confined.
déchargé, je l'aurais mis plus
It's
près, tu vois.
actually been pretty nice.
Mon portable.
Oh yeah, Paimon feels fond of this place now. Then be sure to come back and visit. I'll miss you.
If you've signed the release papers, then you're free to go. The guards will escort you out.
Après, je sais plus si t'as ma chaîne, Emmerich. Je m'en rappelle plus.
You're not going to see us off?
Ça aurait été peut-être plus facile pour le voir mieux.
I knew you'd ask. All right, sure. Let's go.
Well, you actually agreed. No worries, you must be busy. Paimon was just joking.
Ah, so you do have a polite side, I see.
After being down here for so long, I imagine you must feel like you're lacking companionship. Shall I come along too? Paimon really likes the cafeteria here. The chefs sure do know how to make good grub.
I hope you won't be here as convicts the next time I see you.
We'll do our best to stay out of trouble. Well, it seems our work in the Fortress of Mirrorfeed is finished. That's the end of another chapter in our journey. And since Nervlet was the one who asked us to come here...
Attends, vous avez marqué quoi, Samuel? J'avais pas vu ça. Faut que je réponde à ma chérie quand même. Je vais me faire alarmer à pas répondre comme ça. Yo la compagnie. Bon, en même temps je suis en appel avec du coup Emmerich et compagnie. Mais peut-être qu'il va venir, je sais pas, sur le vote, ça sera peut-être plus facile. Je suis en live aussi du coup sur Genshin Impact pour la nouvelle mise à jour. J'avais promis. Et je vais répondre au RP. Voilà. Ta, 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 ta. Oui, je suis là, la compagnie, pardon.
We should probably go report to him now. Next up, the Palais Mermonia. You're going to see Monsieur Nervlet? Please pass on our kind regards.
Non, les petites mélusines.
I'm sure just your regards will do, no?
I believe it would be the polite thing to do.
Les deux bonjours.
You're right. I've heard the Palais has been terribly busy these days. Tell him that I hope he hasn't been overwhelmed by the recent string of troubles.
Oh bah là, les événements, oui. Rendez-vous donc au palais de Mermonia. Bah, on va se TP, hein. Fatigue qui remonte. Je vais y arriver. Ça doit être à cause de l'appel. Tu vas y arriver, mec?
T'as dit quoi?
Ça va aller?
Ouais, ça va aller là. Ma mère.
Ah ouais. Du coup, tu vas pas pouvoir te mettre en voc. Les autres t'ont laissé quand même là. Enfin, Tony est parti manger, mais Samuel, lui, je te confirme, il est toujours en voc avec Nathan.
T'inquiète.
Comment je vais pouvoir leur dire sans que ça bug? Bah, je vais devoir leur écrire. Alors, je suis en appel avec Emmerich et en même temps
I see the value in my own work, but I
Je
also
suis
see the meaning in all the endeavors
en
of the
live
people of Fontaine. I believe I will continue to take
sur
pride in fulfilling my
Genshin
duties.
Impact pour la mise à jour 4.2. Voilà. J'espère qu'ils comprendront et que ma chérie comprendra que ce live était très important. Je vais leur mettre, je vous l'avais promis. Je vous l'avais promis. Voilà. Pendant que Kara est au ciné. J'arrive pas à croire que Kara il va le même jour que j'ai été. Alors, ouais, le palais de l'harmonia. Pardonnez-moi les amis. Hop.
Oui, moi aussi. 19h46, normalement.
Courage.
Bah, le karma, il est...
Ah ouais?
Non, je parle à...
À Juliette. Ah, je suis au palais de l'harmonia, ça y est. Excusez-moi les amis. Je suis en train de faire les choses en même temps, garder la partie avec Samuel. Et en même temps être ton appel avec mon ami. Vu que c'est compliqué pour lui d'être en vocal pour l'instant. Oh mon dos. Après tout, si Samuel il est avec son pote, je suis là tout pour Toto quoi qu'il va revenir. Désolée pour Samuel, je suis obligée de le mettre en sourdine. Finalement. Ah. Là on entend plus le jeu. Vous, me voilà les gens. Ah. Les musiques de Fontaine, rien à redire. Elles sont belles. Oh, t'as pas encore répondu à mon truc.
Oh, it's you two. Apologies. Monsieur Neuvillette did say you'd be welcome at any time.
Bah ouais, c'était nous. Arrête de nous dire halte là, voyons.
Excuse me. Would you mind helping me take a look at this report?
I'll
Oui.
be right there. Sorry, I've got my hands full here. You can see yourselves in.
Bien sûr, je suis à Mélusine. Oh, on dirait qu'elle a des ailes à la place de la petite queue derrière, je crois. Elle a des ailes. Cette Mélusine, elle a des ailes. Ok. Pour moi, les Mélusines sont vraiment des créatures très étranges, mais magnifiques. Mister Neuvillette, nous sommes là. Maintenant, c'est même plus Monsieur Neuvillette, attention, hein, c'est Neuvillette.
Hello. You've come at the right time, but you'll have to wait
un
for
poteau.
just a moment, as there are some urgent matters I must tend to first.
Ah, sa voix, si belle.
In the meantime, please have a seat.
Ah, ça a
If
répondu
you'd
à un
like to have
message
something to
vocal.
drink,
Je sais pas si je peux
let
les
the
écouter.
Melusine outside know.
Attends. Je viens de leur dire que j'étais en appel. J'espère qu'elle va pas m'en vouloir, ma chérie.
Quelle opération, celle-ci? Dis-moi tout.
Non,
s'il
même pas
te
la fait gaffe à
plaît.
ce que j'ai mis. C'est à Sensi qu'elle parle. Ah, tant mieux si ça la fait pas chier, c'est ça qui me rassure. À part si ça la fait chier, qu'elle m'ignore. M'en fous. Ah.
That's all right. We just ate.
Allez, Tony, faut bien manger.
Very well then.
Let's take a break over there while we wait for him to finish his work.
Toujours à nous reposer en attendant au frein de Villette. À chaque fois, il sait plus quoi dire et elle sait plus quoi
All
dire.
right. That should wrap things up for now.
Voilà.
Are you done with your work?
Yes, sorry to keep you waiting. Today should be the day you were released from the fortress of Meripede, and it appears that you have managed to complete all the release paperwork.
Mhm.
That's right, and we came here to see you right away.
Je pense que Tony va revenir en appel après. Le temps qu'il mange.
A massive whale.
Ah ouais, on a vu la baleine géante du coup. Vu que c'est l'œil divin qui nous l'a montré.
Do you have any idea what that might be?
Baleine géante. Mais t'es encore loin, Emmerich, je pense. Clairement.
Judging from your description, that cannot have occurred in any ordinary waters, but rather something like the primordial sea.
Ça va aller, t'inquiète. Tu vas y arriver.
Ça, c'est sûr, c'est pas...
A whale of that size and shape cannot usually be found in the waters of Tevat. Therefore, we can only assume that Child is presently immersed in primordial seawater.
Waouh. Donc il est vraiment là-dedans. Heureusement qu'il n'y a pas de fontaine. Hein.
Immersed in primordial seawater? What the hell? And is he okay?
Il n'est pas de fontaine, donc il ne va pas se dissoudre. Elle aussi, elle a eu peur.
Most people wouldn't be capable of entering in the first place. I'm not completely sure how he could have gotten there myself.
On voulait vous demander quelque chose.
Yes?
Ah.
What is it?
Qu'est-ce qu'on va lui demander? C'était quoi cette secousse tout à l'heure?
Ah, right. Paimon felt it too.
Ah, le truc qui tremblait que je t'avais montré.
We asked the Duke and he said it wasn't from underwater, so we figured you might know something about it.
Oh shit, si ça vient de la surface, on est foutu. Hein.
It turns out that I have just received a report about this particular matter. In fact, that's exactly what I was busy with a moment ago. The source of the tremor was here on the surface near Poisson. After the shaking stopped, the water levels in the Poisson area rose at an alarming rate.
Wow. Ah ouais. Oh, la prophétie est en train de se réaliser.
The water levels rose? Oh no. What about all the people there?
Fortunately, the water levels only rose for a short period of time and have already returned to
Ah,
normal.
il est de retour. Ah, Samuel.
However, I still have a bad feeling about the whole
Ouais, ça va.
phenomenon.
Ouais, désolé de t'avoir mute, hein. C'est juste ton pote, on l'entendait plus avec toi.
De quoi?
J'ai dû te mute dans le vocal. Désolé.
Ah,
Aïe, je t'entendais plus que le jeu.
If the change
Ça
in
va,
water
mon
levels
pote,
is
je
connected with
peux-
the leaking primordial seawater, then the situation in Poisson may be much worse than it appears.
Mais t'inquiète, Emmerich, il est là, je
Emmerich,
crois.
c'est quand que tu viens?
Ah, je crois qu'il est plus là. Emmerich?
Et la merde.
Je sais pas s'il nous entend. Mais je crois qu'il pourra pas venir aujourd'hui, hein, dans le vocal. Il m'avait dit... Enfin, je pense que ça a pas changé, je sais pas, Emmerich. Hein. Ouais, il m'avait dit que c'est vendredi qu'on l'entendrait dans le vocal des plays.
Ah, mais moi, le vendredi, samedi, dimanche, je suis pas là.
Bah, demande avec Emmerich, essaye de voir avec lui, je sais pas, moi.
Nadia should be in Poisson, right?
Moi là,
We need to go check on her.
je vais sûrement passer la nuit.
Bah, essaye de voir avec lui. Oui. C'est là que se trouve le quartier général de la Spina di Rosula.
I would also like to go there as soon as possible, but I'm afraid I can't leave just
On a
yet.
perdu
We
Samuel.
must immediately formulate disaster prevention plans for the surrounding coastal areas to avoid potential catastrophes. I'll have to ask you two to go to
J'ai
Poisson
pourtant dit
first.
voix avec
I'll
Emmerich.
meet you there to check on the situation
cherche
once
pas à
I finish
comprendre.
things here.
There's no time to lose. Let's get going.
Please be careful.
Alors, rendez-vous au village poisson. Tac.
Ok. Je sais pas.
Village poisson, you. Ah, il est là.
Ça, c'est ma provocation.
J'ai dit à Samuel, je pense pas qu'il pourrait être là ce soir. Bah dis donc, Tony, il mange bien. Normalement, Tony, je l'ai pas mis au cas où. Ouais. Et vu qu'il est sur ton compte.
Oh no! What happened here?
Hmm. Tous les bâtiments sont en piteux état. Il n'y a personne dans les rues. Ont-ils tous été dissous? Non, ça ne sert à rien d'imaginer le pire.
Nadia should be around here, right? We need to make sure she's still... Jaime means we need to check on her.
Cherchez Navia au village de Poisson. Navia!
We haven't seen a single soul all the way here. Oh, this is getting scary.
What will I ever do now?
Look, there's someone on the roof over there.
Stay put! We're coming up! Watch your balance!
Hurry!
Ça va, Emmerich? Mhm.
I'm not young anymore. How will I survive on my own? My Desiree!
Non, me dites pas qu'il a perdu sa femme ou quelqu'un.
Oh, he looks pretty sad.
My leg! My leg!
Mais qu'est-ce qui s'est passé pour qu'il y ait autant de désastres?
How could this have happened?
Wow!
It hurts!
Oh, c'est pas bon ça.
Just hang in there. Help is on the way. You can hold my hand if it makes you feel better.
Ouais, et l'eau primordiale qui est venue. Hein. Où est-ce qu'elle est cachée, Navia? J'ai jamais vu ce village aussi désert.
Oh, it's Navia. She's over there. Hey, Navia, are you okay?
You're here.
We heard there was a situation in Poisson, so we came as quickly as we could.
Yes. As you can see, the water level suddenly rose. It caused quite the disturbance, in fact.
Mm. Pour que Navia soit aussi inquiète, c'est pas bon.
Demoiselle! There was a wounded resident next to a building southeast of here. We've already transported him to safety, but we've run out of medical supplies.
He's wounded? How badly?
He fell, so it's probably a broken leg. He's pretty shaken up. When the water level rose, he desperately climbed up to the roof. Once the water receded and he saw the ground, he became terrified and eventually...
He jumped down then.
Oh no.
Find the leader of Squad 1 and tell him to take the wounded resident to see a doctor. He should know where to go.
Understood. I'll take over his search and rescue mission in the meantime.
All right, you'll be in charge. I'm sorry. Where were we?
The situation in Poisson?
Ah, right. Allow me to explain. A little earlier, we suddenly heard a loud noise. At first, everyone thought that something might have exploded in the waterways. But before we knew it, water started pouring out from everywhere.
Whoa.
The rushing water seemed a little odd, almost like the unique color of primordial seawater. Some people didn't realize the danger and thought it was just ordinary water, leaking from somewhere. Everyone on the street who happened to be close to the water didn't have a chance to escape. As the water levels rose, they suddenly disappeared. They were
Ouais, c'est
all
ça, c'est l'eau
dissolved.
primordiale de la mer. Oh là. Beaucoup de personnes ont dû voir mon message, mais n'ont pas fait attention.
Those who realized what was happening started to flee in a panic, desperately trying to get to higher ground. Many were injured in the stampede, and some people fell from significant heights. The Spina di Rosula initiated rescue operations as quickly as possible, but there have been a lot of casualties. Fortunately, the water began to recede after some time, and the chaos came to an end. The water that flooded the area contained primordial seawater, so the lower levels of Poisson are still hazardous. To ensure everyone's safety, I've asked the people there to leave as soon as possible. No one knows if this could happen again. All we can do for now is try our best to help evacuate the residents. We still haven't completed the head count, but we'll have some numbers soon.
How awful. And all of this just came out of nowhere.
Ah bah ouais, c'est sûr qu'une catastrophe naturelle, ça n'arrive pas en prévenant, hein, ma chère petite Paimon.
It was quite frightening indeed. I only wish that everything that just happened was a bad dream.
Is there any way we can help, Navia?
Oui, on est là pour vous aider.
Thank you for being so willing to help in a moment of crisis like this. You don't know how much it means to me. I really can't express how grateful I am.
Attendez, il manque des gens, non?
Don't say that, Navia. That's what friends are for.
Au fait, où sont Mélus et Silver? Non. Me dis pas qu'ils ont disparu.
Demoiselle, we've got a situation here.
I'll be right there. Sorry, I need to go for now.
Oh, je crois qu'il leur est arrivé malheur.
And it might be a while before she can take a break.
Okay, the wounded are being tended to, and we finished a preliminary head count. More support has just arrived, so I suppose I finally have a moment to focus on my own matters. Of course, we should remain ready for anything, and continue doing our best to rescue others. I'll be sure to have everyone at the Spina di Rosula
T'inquiète
ready
pas,
to
Emmerich.
render assistance.
Je vais te laisser tranquille faire tes trucs. Ouais. Il n'y a que le RP qui compte dans leur vie. Au cas où s'il arrive, Tony. Ah, attendez, les amis, je réactive le son de Samuel, mais je le baisse un peu plus. Après, peut-être je vais le laisser tranquille et il m'enverra un message qu'il sera plus occupé, les amis. Bon, j'attends juste Tony en attendant. Je réponds juste au RP et je suis à vous tout de suite. Et je vérifie si le live fonctionne. En plus de ça. Je réponds juste au truc, hein. Ensuite, vérification par rapport au live. Mais j'avais promis à tout le monde que je ferais ce live. Qu'on continuerait pour découvrir Genshin Impact. Un peu plus. C'est bon, il fonctionne très bien. On entend ma voix, on entend tout. Donc c'est bien, ça fonctionne. Aïe. Après, libre à vous de venir ou pas. Faites comme vous le sentez. Mais moi j'ai fait une promesse et je tiendrai ma promesse.
Traveler, Paimon, would you two accompany me to my father's grave for a moment?
Oh, elle va retourner voir son père du coup à sa tombe.
Huh? Right now?
D'accord.
Thank you.
À prendre le petit succès quand même les amis. Du coup, ben, je vais baisser un petit peu quand même pour éviter de trop assourdir chez moi. Même s'il n'y a personne, il y a quand même les voisins. Donc là, on va aller au cimetière. On va aller voir son père. On va lui dire quelques mots.
Not a lot of people here, huh?
Well, given the time of day and the whole situation in Poisson,
C'est mieux le son pour vous là? Parce que là j'ai baissé un peu plus le son de la partie. En attendant qu'il arrive.
Right. That's how things are now.
Du coup, vous devez avoir un
The
meilleur son,
living
je
are
pense.
so exhausted that they've no strength to spare any words for the dead.
Navia?
Vous ne devez pas vous retenir. Tu dois pleurer. Tu dois te libérer, Navia.
Navia, what's wrong?
Sorry. I just... Malus and Silver. They won't ever come back here again.
Parce qu'ils ont disparu aussi, c'est sûr.
What should I do, Papa?
Huh? What happened to them?
Mes condoléances.
Everyone agreed on the rescue plan, but still... I was the one who initiated it.
Ils ont été dissous, je crois.
They were helping evacuate the residents, but they couldn't leave in time.
Pauvre Navia.
And they were caught in the seawater.
Elle avait déjà perdu son père, maintenant elle perd ceux qu'elle aimait bien, quoi.
What should we do?
I've known them for so long. And I know they weren't afraid. But I could at least hold a funeral for my father. And I know where he rests. But as for Malus and Silver, they're just... gone.
Everything looks so clean after it rains. Even the gravestones. I didn't expect that you'd enjoy a glass of red wine in front of Master Callus's grave.
Il était toujours auprès d'elle.
I can understand. Besides, the scenery here isn't half bad.
See, it's not just me. I always want to bring something when I visit Papa. Perhaps we might even have a picnic. He wouldn't be angry, would he?
How could Master ever be upset with you, demoiselle? Yet the cemetery is the home of those who have passed, is it not? Everyone ends up here sooner or later, no matter who you are.
Buying yourself a plot in advance, are you?
No need yet. But when I do, I hope you'll let me be buried beside Master Callus, demoiselle.
No.
Hey, stop joking around.
I'm quite serious. That way, it will save us both the trip to see each other whenever you visit your father's grave.
That makes sense. In that case, could I be buried on his other side?
No. Il voulait vraiment être enterré à côté du père de Navia.
After all, besides you, demoiselle, the two of us could certainly be considered Master's closest companions, no?
Personally, I believe we fill those shoes just fine.
Why are you bringing this up all of a sudden? Seriously. All right. I'll remember your requests. But I'd really prefer not to talk about this stuff. And what do you mean by saving me a trip? I'd make the journey even if I had to visit you two somewhere else. I'd promised to let them rest in peace here. But here I am breaking that promise. I'm sorry for letting you see me in a mess like this. I don't usually cry, really.
Paimon doesn't know how to help you feel better. But, well, she understands how you feel.
I'd always thought I could make my wishes come true. But now that I think about it, that never solely relied on me. Many things can only be accomplished with someone else's help. Malus and Silver have helped me so much. But by contrast, I could do nothing for them. I'm so sorry.
You can spend as much time as you need here, Navia. We'll stay with you.
Oui, nous sommes là pour vous.
Thank you. Right now, you don't know how much that means. By the way, you can have a look at this. It's a list of victims from the incident that took place here.
Obena, Khan, Burnett, Giverny, Francine, Karina, Daisy Ray, Joinville, Julianne, Esson, as well as Malus and Silver.
Tellement de morts qu'il y a eu.
So, everyone else is safe. But still...
It's okay. I know what you're thinking. And you're right. We lost Malus and Silver. But we were able to save more than we anticipated. The overall outcome indicates that the cost...
Personne ne devrait avoir à se sacrifier. Ah, salut Tony! Ah, je vais réactiver le son de Samuel. Non, je crois qu'il devait peut-être appeler Juliette ou j'entendais plus à un moment. Après, je sais pas. Du coup, j'ai voulu le prévenir, mais tu vois, il m'entendait pas, donc j'ai dit je quitte l'appel. Je l'ai prévenu quand même. Qu'est-ce qui se passe? Voilà. Ok.
Right. Don't think that way, Navia. One person might be saved at the expense of another, sure, but that isn't something we should ever consider a trade. Malus and Silver were not the price for saving anyone. They were
Moi aussi, je crois que j'ai pleuré parce qu'ils étaient cool en plus, ces deux-là, putain.
You're right. Thank you, Paimon. What you said just now was pretty amazing, actually. I'll remember.
Oh, really?
Seems you've become more eloquent in the time since we last
Oh putain! Parlez chino! Oh la vache! Ils l'ont foutu dans l'histoire. Pardon pour le mot les gens, mais là clairement, I'm shocking de voir quand même une exécutrice fatouille avec nous quoi. Enfin, qui nous parle.
The
Is everything going well on your side?
Yes, my people are carrying out the mission according to your request. All the residents of Poisson have been evacuated, and we're preparing to relocate them to higher ground.
Je me méfie quand même d'Arlecchino, quand même, toujours. C'est normal.
As for these supplies, we have everything taken care of. There is no need to worry.
Thank you very much.
Wait, do you two know each other?
We just met recently. Right, Miss Navia?
Usually, I would call this a coincidental encounter. That doesn't quite fit this time. Besides, it never even crossed my mind that a Fatui Harbinger would come looking for me. Thanks to the knave, Spina di Rosula received generous support from the Fatui, which allowed us to complete the rescue and evacuation work so quickly.
Personnage jouable, ça va être pas mal ça.
Mutual aid is essential to fostering positive developments. We were already in the area, in any case, so
Faut pas qu'ils oublient de nous préparer d'autoris jouables aussi, hein, non mais oh.
That said, I must say that you're a lot sharper than you let on. I'm sure you understand what I mean.
I apologize for all the ways in which I tested you previously. We've never worked with a Fatui before, and it's extremely important for us to know who we're working with.
C'est pas grave, t'inquiète, Toto. Je me demandais qui c'était. T'inquiète, y a personne pour l'instant. Ils sont fatigués.
My subordinates have reported that Fatui soldiers have been
observing
water levels
parti
and
regarder
taking
FNAF.
head counts in various locations. I hear that they've also prepared a large amount of emergency supplies. I'm quite surprised.
This is nothing to brag about, nor do I intend to. It is simply the way of powerful organizations to act forcefully, whether they are doing good or ill. You've witnessed that firsthand, in any case. As I've told this traveler before, I know of the prophecy, and I intend to prevent the impending disaster.
Je me méfie quand même d'Arlecchino, faut pas oublier que c'est une exécutrice fatouille. Hein. Elle est en coopération avec les autres, enfin, coopération, l'amour n'existe pas entre eux. Mais c'est quand même une demoiselle qui est sous les ordres de Pierrot. Alors, à la beau à Fontaine, je me méfie. Et il y a quand même Scaramouche et Tartaglia qui nous ont dit de se méfier d'elle. C'est une hypocrite de première.
Lending your organization a hand was a natural first step in accomplishing that. As such, do not be troubled by this token of our sincerity. Perhaps one day, you'll also be able to help me in the same way.
Without your help, there would have been many more casualties. I won't forget your kindness.
Furthermore, I sincerely regret what happened to Malus and Silver. I only wish that my people could have arrived a little earlier to prevent this from happening.
Don't say that. You and your subordinates did everything you could. As Paimon said, Malus and Silver didn't choose to sacrifice themselves for any specific person. And they weren't the price paid for other salvation. They chose to become heroes themselves. I've never liked hearing people put it that way. It's like trying to relieve pain by saying some noble-sounding words. But right now, there's nothing more suitable. They really did become heroes.
You're right. I'm sorry for your loss, Miss Navia. Water is life to Fontaine's people, and it also spells disaster. It's no wonder that people always say that prophecies represent fate. Fortunately, I've never been one for such opinions.
So, you're one who will try to change fate, then?
Of course. That is why I'm going to Hotel Bouffe de Thé. I still have some things to take care of, and the children need my attention. By the way, Traveler, Paimon, one more thing.
Alright, then we'll just... Huh? This isn't right. Paimon thought you would ask us to walk with you for a moment.
That is a clever and useful conversation technique, which I do like to use when necessary. But there's no need today. It would not hurt to have Miss Navia listening in. Traveler, I'm sure you remember that I said we could work together when we had the chance.
Ouais, que se passe-t-il? Désolée, hein. Et je leur avais promis en même temps parce que FNAF ce matin, enfin cet après-midi, et du coup j'avais pas eu le temps, tu vois. Faut que je leur fasse ce soir quand même.
You and I both know that there may be issues with the primordial sea. Previously, it was the fortress of Maripede's sluice gate, and this time it was the water levels in Poisson. These are both signals.
C'est donc le moment de collaborer.
Indeed. Allow me
On
to
va
share the
collaborer
latest
avec
intel
Arlechin.
I've received from the House of the Hearth's intelligence network with you.
Ah ouais? Mhm. J'avais ça. Minute papillon, que je réponde parce que ça m'a bien ignoré.
Opération Pécho le fils de Scaramouche et de Kazuha.
Ouais, moi pareil, je suis là.
Ok, bah je vais lancer l'opération, préparez vos essais.
Ah là là.
Putain, tu dis ça comme si on devait lancer une fusée.
Que se passe-t-il? J'étais en train de répondre.
During some recent investigations, a child claimed to have discovered some ruins near Poisson. The ruins date back to ancient times and seem to be worth investigating in many ways.
Moi que je peux pas savoir moi.
Judging by the dating of the ruins, they may be related to the prophecy and the coming crisis. The situation is becoming more urgent, so any pertinent information will prove extremely precious. My people initially came to prepare for ruin exploration. Unexpectedly, this disaster struck. And at present, we're all busy prioritizing the rescue effort.
So that's why the Fatui were already in Poisson.
I wanted to take the children along, but unfortunately, Linny, Lynette, and Fremine have all been dispatched to higher ground to assist affected residents. Linny told me that outside of the house, the person they trust most is you. Which is why I want to give you this task.
Vous êtes sûr?
The House of the Hearth's members see each other as family, but Linny, Lynette, and Fremine said that they also...
Attendez une minute les gens. Moi c'est attendez, hein. Normalement pour moi, c'est pour ça.
I'm sure you already understand how earnest they consider their friendship with you to be.
Oh, that somehow makes Paimon feel kinda happy.
The intel I just shared about the ruins could fetch a high price. But since the children consider you family, it's only natural that I freely share it with you.
Got it! So all we gotta do is go to some ruins, right? We can handle that.
Excuse me, but may I tag along?
You wish to join, Miss Navia?
But are you sure you're up to exploring some ruins? You need to rest.
Well, I'm sad, yes, but I can't just go back and plop myself into a chair by the roadside and do nothing. There's no point in being depressed while we still have a disaster on our hands. As my father's successor, I must live up to the hopes he had in me. Besides, I'm also doing this for myself. I need something, a distraction, to keep my mind off Malus and Silver.
Navia est très forte, mais elle a besoin de compagnie. Et ce pourrait être nous si elle nous accompagne.
Since you put it that way, I have no objections. What do you?
Okay, the three of us will handle it. Come on, let's pack up and get going.
Là, je suis en live. Hein. Franchement, au lieu de dire ça. Yeah. Donc là, on va explorer des ruines, les amis, ça va être beau. Ah, attendez, on a ça. Voilà. Comme ça, on a fait nos quêtes quotidiennes, mais au machin, quoi. Et ça, ça compte pour les quêtes quotidiennes. Tac. Ah, c'est vrai qu'on a gardé Keia, excusez-moi. Attendez, je vais remettre la Shogun avec nous. Parce que la Shogun a fait plus de dégâts quand même. Faut pas l'oublier.
Stay close and you will live.
Avec de l'eau, plus du denro, ouais. Donc là, rendez-vous dans les ruines.
So, are these the ruins the knave was talking about? Oh.
They seem to be pretty ancient, all right.
Let's go in and have a look.
Just be careful.
T'inquiète, Navi, on va faire attention à nous. Ça va aller, Tony, ça va aller. Ouais. Ah bon?
Bow your head.
Et on arrose tout le monde.
Let the mighty be humble.
Illusion shattered. Inazuma shines eternal.
Ah, attends. Parce que tout à l'heure je t'entendais trop, tout à l'heure non. C'est bon.
is no escape!
Mind the side effects. A bitter pill to swallow. Remember, health comes first.
The Ducky.
I will have order.
Illusion shattered!
Stabilize.
Et ouais, dans sa face. Voilà. J'ai baissé un petit peu par rapport à notre son. Du coup, comme ça, on l'entend un peu mieux quand même, Tony. Voilà.
This place has also been contaminated by primordial seawater.
Yeah. And a lot of it, too. A Fontanian would most likely dissolve the moment they fell in.
Vous devriez sortir pour votre sécurité, Navia.
Right! You can't go down if there's primordial seawater. It's too dangerous, and it won't be any help for you to just stay here. Don't get by my wrong. We're not saying you're useless. It's just that...
No, you're right. I can't do anything in this situation. I'll leave this to you.
Il n'est peut-être plus possible de revenir sur nos pas.
That complicates things.
In that case, do you want to wait for us here?
The water levels here are unstable, and there's a chance the water will rise. So, staying here wouldn't be safe either. I'll go together with you. Perhaps we'll find the exit just up ahead.
C'est sans doute la meilleure chose à faire.
All right. Come with us for now then, but please be careful. Oh no, it's a dead end! Let's try climbing over from the side.
Bonne tentative de thérapeutique. Bon.
Wait, there's something wrong with this bridge! Run for it!
Navia! Putain, elle est tombée dans l'eau, je crois. Non! Elle va se dissoudre. Ah, mais je sais pas, mais elle est tombée dans l'eau primordiale. Du coup, les fontainois qui tombent là-dedans, et ben, ça fait qu'ils se dissoudent. Hmm? Tu sais nager dans de l'eau qui pourrait te dissoudre? Hmm. Non, mais je crois qu'il y en a une qui a péri. Si on l'a pas sauvée. Ça va, elle est pas morte. Oh, merci Oyoverse. Merci. C'est bon, elle est pas morte.
Demoiselle.
Enfin, je sais pas, elle est en train de parler à ceux qu'elle connaissait qui sont morts.
Huh?
Demoiselle, what are you doing here by yourself? Would you be standing here till dark if I hadn't come to get you?
Maybe she just wants some time to herself, Malus.
Hmm? Oh. Was I sleeping?
Yes, it would appear so.
I must be tired.
That's quite possible. However, you were the one that suggested we go out for a walk.
Oh, right. I nearly forgot.
C'est bizarre tout ça, elle est en train de parler à ceux qui sont morts quand même.
It must have slipped my mind when I dozed off. I haven't had a nap today yet. Have I? This is a familiar feeling, yet something's a little strange.
Is something the matter, Demoiselle?
Oh, no. No, I'm fine. I was just trying to recall why we came out for a walk.
Do you remember Mr. Giverny? He'd requested our help before with foreign merchants who had a debt dispute with him, and we'd resolved the matter not long ago.
We were headed to see how things were going with him at the moment.
Ah, right. Yes. I remember now.
Oh, Miss Navia. Ah, Mr. Malus. And Mr. Silver, too. It's good to see all of you.
Bah, Tony, je crois que t'as ma chaîne normalement. Je crois que t'as ma chaîne par contre. Je sais même plus. Non, pas ta chienne, ça va pas ta tête. La chaîne. Oh. Toi, t'as sorti une bêtise. C'est un truc de ouf. Et là, t'entends mieux, c'est bon? Oh la vache. Ouais, je crois que je te l'ai passé. Enfin... D'autoré. Attends, je vais garder sur mon truc. Je vais te les play. T'as une toute petite minute, hein. Si tu l'as, c'est bon? Bah voilà. Non, ok, y a pas de problème. Alors c'est au cas où, comme ça si tu fais ton Roblox en même temps.
How have you been?
Il y avait les deux bonhommes. Bah en fait là, elle est en train de parler quand même à ceux qui sont morts. Maintenant. Ceux qui ont disparu. Et elle doit avoir des souvenirs, je crois. Parce que c'est elle, Navia.
Why, I wasn't even the guarantor for that person. They were knocking at my door day and night. Even my neighbor Obina was getting fed up with them.
Hein? Yep. Oui, c'est parce que je parlais pas, mais après j'avais parlé à un moment, t'as vu?
Sometimes force is required to calm someone down and get them to listen
par
to
contre,
what you
tu vois
have
les
to
deux
say.
là? En noir? Eh bah clairement, c'est les deux qui ont disparu. Ils sont proches d'elle. Donc c'est bizarre qu'elle leur parle en ce moment.
That's right. Oh, by the way, Burnett, what was it that you wanted to give to Miss Navia again?
Oh, yes. One moment, I have it right here. Miss Navia,
these are some flower seeds that I prepared. Please take them. They're a very good variety, and they'll become very big and beautiful once
Bah,
they
nous, on a une
bloom.
fonction pour lancer des lives. Non, si, avec les PS4, on a encore
I
cette
don't know
fonction.
what we would have done without your help, so this is a little token of our appreciation.
C'est plus facile,
I
ouais.
hope you won't refuse.
Ah, did you cultivate them yourself? Thank you so much. I'll certainly take them. Malouse, we do still have some empty flower pots
C'est
at
bizarre
home,
qu'on voit
right?
ces souvenirs-là.
Why, we can have as many pots as you'd like, demoiselle.
Perfect. In that case, we'll swap out some of the decorative plants for some of Mrs. Burnett's flowers.
Very well.
Wait. Something seems to be
Voilà.
off here.
Elle a des doutes.
Excuse me, madam. If I'm not mistaken, your name is Burnett, correct?
That's right. Is something wrong?
No, it's nothing. This is the first time we've ever met, but your name seemed
Mais là, elle a
familiar
des
to
gros
me.
doutes.
I must have heard it when I was discussing things with your husband previously. I've heard this name before. Sometime recently, I'm sure of it. And why are there so few people around here?
À ce point-là.
Where did everyone go?
C'est bizarre, ça.
We must mind the time, demoiselle. We still have important things to attend to today.
Il aurait fallu un fruit du phénix pour régénérer sa vie aussi vite. C'est bizarre, ça.
We do? Like what?
Well, now, did you forget?
Miss Navia, here you are. I've been looking for you. Please, come to the Opera House. Your trial is about to begin.
Bizarre tout ça.
My trial? Wait, why would I need to go to the Opera House?
Pas trop, ça va.
Yes, she's right, demoiselle. It's just about time now, so we should get going.
Oh? All right then.
Bizarre tout ça. C'est bizarre que Navia elle a vu ça alors que je crois qu'elle est tombée dans l'eau. Allez Genshin, on charge. Voilà.
Look, it's Navia. She's
Qu'est-ce
here.
qu'on fout à son procès encore?
And her two attendants are with her. Goodness, everyone's finally here.
There sure are a lot of people here to see the trial. And they all seem to be oddly excited about something. I even know some of these people. Karina, Desiree, Joyville, Jolien, Essen. Why are so many people here?
C'est tous ceux qui ont disparu.
Why do I have no recollection of this case?
Tous ceux qu'elle vient d'épeler. C'est tous ceux qui sont morts. Bizarre.
And as for the judge... huh?
Il n'y a même pas de
Where's
juge.
Monsieur Neuvillette?
C'est vrai ça, il est où, Monsieur Neuvillette?
Please sit in the defendant's seat. Don't worry, Silver and I shall accompany you.
All right. But are you sure you can stand behind me?
Typically, it wouldn't be allowed, but today is an exception.
Hey, what kind of place do they think this is?
Come on. Do they have any idea what they're doing?
Seriously.
Enough with the whispering! Could someone please tell me where Monsieur Neuvillette is? And why I'm standing trial?
My dear Miss Navia, have you not yet realized what you've done? In that case, allow me to explain. As all here know, you are Master Callus's successor, the head of the Spina di Rasula, someone held in high regard by every soul in Poisson. After you took over the Spina, you treated all of us just like the late Master Callus had. If anyone in need reached out to you for help, you responded.
Hop, j'étais choquée.
Not only you, but your butler, your subordinates, nearly everyone in the Spina di Rasula fought for the well-being of those in Poisson.
Mm-hmm. Wait a moment. Aren't you just proving that I'm a good person?
Yes, correct. Absolutely right. And that is why you stand accused. You have helped so many people get through so many difficulties. You are one with us. We are inseparable. We are one big family, all of us who are from Poisson, inextricably linked. And with you being so important, we couldn't possibly do without you. Therefore, this fair and honorable court shall declare you guilty, and you shall stay here.
Whoa.
You will be together with us forever.
Ah, désolé, cher fantôme, mais tu ne peux pas garder Navia avec vous. Si elle n'est pas morte, je pense. Clairement. Moi, ça me ferait flipper, hein.
What are you saying? Everything you have said is correct. I have indeed done a lot for my hometown, and I would be willing to be with you all, but what is the purpose of having me stand here like this? What is there to discuss?
Ah, well, if that's what you think, then I have no further comments.
How wonderful, Miss Navia!
I know all these people. Why are they laughing?
I seem to remember now. Yes, I get it. This trial is...
Wait just a moment. This isn't right!
Oula.
Malus?
What was that, Mr. Malus? Our conclusion is very clear and unanimous. Let the court judge her now. She's guilty!
Stay here, Navia! You're one of us!
Demoiselle, don't admit guilt. This trial means to keep you here forever.
Ah ouais.
I wish to exercise my right to defend Our Lady. Mr. Joinville, you only know of Navia's goodness, but nothing of her utterly independent mind.
She was born a free and independent spirit. She has never been tied down by anything. Indeed, even the death of Master Callus couldn't stop her.
Her actions cannot serve as proof that she identifies herself as part of any group. She merely acted as an individual, extending her hand to help others. Please do not mistake her actions as being otherwise. Really? As an individual, you say? Don't forget, we are all Fontanians here. This is the nation of justice, the nation of Hydro! Even if Miss Navia only voluntarily rendered her assistance, that doesn't change the fact that her beautiful soul must return to everyone. Water accepts all, blends with all. It will surely accept her kindness.
Laissez Navia tranquille. Et c'est pas encore son heure. Hein.
Everything is measured here in the nation of Hydro, and in the end, everyone shall meld together. Thus, when a unanimous opinion emerges, that opinion represents justice. Now, I speak for everyone. Our opinion is consistent. Navia should stay. We and Navia are one.
And you would call this justice? Preposterous. You are merely jealous that Demoiselle still has a chance to exist as an individual. Have you forgotten how much you all once longed to become individuals, to become independent?
Do you need to defy our justice?
If your justice is flawed, then why should we acknowledge it?
As you said, we can also have our own justice. Silver and I shall defend Demoiselle. And that is how we will enforce justice.
Ugh, my head... It hurts.
Demoiselle.
Silver, it hurts. My head is spinning. All I can see is stars swirling in front of me. I remember now. Everything that seemed odd from the very beginning. Karina, Desiree, Joyville, Jolien, Essen, and Mr. Giverny and Mrs. Burnett, who we met earlier. Even Malus and Silver. I don't want to admit it, but they're all dead.
Don't be afraid, and don't admit guilt. We will protect you to the very end.
Absurd! Who are you to say that she cannot be judged? We are the majority, and in the nation of trials, the majority is absolute justice. We are the will of all. Don't let them escape! We shall keep Navia here with us!
Mr. Malus and Mr. Silver, must you be so stubborn? How could the two of you possibly hope to stand against the collective? Do not resist. This judgment is fair and just. Navia belongs to us. After all that happened, she should not be left alone in Poisson.
Oh purée.
What are you saying?
No more excuses.
C'est devenu des océanides.
He says we're jealous. Jealous? How could she possibly be an independent individual?
What's with these people?
Who's jealous of her?
She belongs to us.
Miss Navia, she...
Silence.
Neuvillette. Je crois qu'il a réussi à intervenir.
That's...
Monsieur Neuvillette!
Such commotion is prohibited in the court. The accusations you just presented are nonsense and cannot constitute a proper trial.
Oh purée. Le sauveur. Le sauveur Neuvillette. Ah, je vous le jure.
The court will adjourn for the rest of the day. In this, I shall hear no objections from any unauthorized party.
Our thanks, Monsieur Neuvillette.
Please leave with me, Miss Navia, while there is still time.
But...
Il l'a retrouvé.
Go on now, demoiselle. This is your only chance to leave this place. What, can't bear to leave us behind or something?
Malus.
My apologies. I couldn't resist making one little joke once I realized that this shall be our last goodbye.
Malus. Silver.
Quickly, you must come now.
Goodbye, demoiselle.
Non.
Farewell.
C'est Neuvillette qui a sauvé la vie. Pauvre Navia, ça doit être tellement dur de voir les deux qu'elle aimait le temps mourir après son père, quoi. Arrête, tu vas péter un plomb, Nemric.
No, wait! Just a second!
Non, non, arrête Samuel, je te promets, il arrêtera de t'attaquer, mais arrête. C'est Emric qui va péter un plomb.
Navia?
De toute façon, s'il pète un plomb, c'est pas après Donnie, c'est après toi qui pètera un plomb.
You're awake?
Ah si,
Good.
c'est toi qui auras fait perdre ces bounties. Oh putain, Neuvillette, c'est un bon. Sérieux, il a sauvé la vie à Navia.
I must have been dreaming. Malus and Silver were still alive, and they were defending me at some insane trial.
It looks like you're all right.
Did all the sad feelings cause you to have a nightmare? Paimon could give you a hug.
The ruins you were exploring suffered a cave-in. When I arrived, I found you falling toward the water. You were just about to be dissolved within, but I...
Ah, il a empêché le truc. Qu'elle meure.
What is it?
I think I saw 2 Oceanids protecting you. It was only for a moment, perhaps even a fraction of a
Il veut
second,
vraiment pas le dire en
but they
fait.
gave me the chance to
C'est un truc
retrieve
de
you.
ouf. Neuvillette et les secrets, c'est un truc de malade quoi.
Were it not for their intervention, I would not have been able to rescue you before your consciousness dissipated.
Ça se trouve, les deux océaniques, c'était Silver et Melus.
Wait, did you say Oceanids? You mean like what happened with Vacher?
Donc, quand les gens se dissouent, ils deviennent des océanides?
Perhaps those 2 Oceanids were the people you saw in your dream.
C'est sûrement eux.
I always told them that they didn't have to protect me. To think that they'd keep doing so even after death.
Please come with me.
Neuvillette, are you okay?
Oh, I am quite all right. Perhaps there's something we could chat about?
Why do you look so stiff all of a sudden?
J'avoue, il est tout crispé, le pauvre.
Oh, Paimon knows. You're the type who feels awkward when there's nothing to talk about, right?
I merely thought that we should give Navia some time to
J'arrive
herself.
tout de suite, les amis, et je vais me chercher un verre de coca chéri, parce que là, clairement, j'ai un peu soif. Et donc, quand même, le Pepsi. Aïe. Bien voilà. Oh non, ça c'est abusé ce qu'ils ont fait. Bah, rien du tout, à ton avis. Les lampadaires, il y a déjà des trucs de Noël dessus. Sur mes lampadaires, il y a déjà des trucs de Noël. Ouais, je sais, mais bon, c'est beaucoup trop tôt pour mettre ça dehors. Ils auraient pu mettre des décos d'Halloween, par exemple. Avant. Mais non. Oh. C'est Tony. C'est pas moi. Je sais en vérité que les Belges font Noël, voyons, ça va. Qu'est-ce que t'as encore fait comme connerie? J'en sais rien ce qu'il va faire, mais bon. Touche à mes comptes, je te parle plus jamais par contre. Non. Non. C'est dans mes jeux, c'est mes records et tout, donc non. Touche à rien dans mes comptes. Si t'as mon compte, c'est que je t'ai fait confiance, non? Si tu détruis la confiance, bah t'as plus d'amitié. J'en ai assez donné gratuitement comme ça de la confiance. Oui, c'est normal, c'est un truc d'authentification et ça veut dire que c'est une double sécurité. Bah ouais, comme ça personne ne touche à mon truc sans avoir le code que j'ai. Oui, mais le mien, non, t'as pas ça. L'autre fois, tu m'avais dit, t'es marrante, toi. Comment tu veux que je me connecte sans ton code? Ouais, bah touche pas parce que tu trahis ma confiance, c'est fini. Hein. Parce que moi, c'est bon, hein, je suis gentille, mais touche à mon compte, tu vas voir. De toute façon, ce soir, je change mon mot de passe. Tu t'y attendras même pas, c'est autre chose. Bah, bien sûr. J'en sais rien, évite de dire ça pendant mes lives, s'il te plaît. Pas grave, t'inquiète. Alors, non, ah, c'est mon tour de lire, ok. Ah, au fait, Sigewin, elle vous passe le bonjour.
Ah, Sigewin. I hope all is well with her these days. Her work in the fortress of Meropide has not been too much for her, has it?
Non, mais là, il aurait dit tellement de mots, il en a rien à faire, je crois. Je sais pas, mais bon.
No way, don't worry. She's doing fine down there. She's an amazing head nurse.
I see. Well, that is good. I have always worried that Sigewin would need a lot of time to understand the world of humanity, just as I have.
Non, pauvre Novillette, ça a dû être dur quand même de comprendre tous les humains.
Oh, and the Duke also says hi. Even though Sigewin made him do that. He hopes that you haven't been overwhelmed by all that's happened lately.
Thank you. I have indeed been busy lately, and I also hope that everything is going well in the fortress of Meropide.
He still doesn't know what to talk about. Let's chat about something else then.
C'est toi l'experte, Paimon. De quoi devrions-nous parler?
So, Neverlet, you're probably quite the swimmer, huh?
Mais Paimon, pourquoi tu lui demandes ça alors que c'est le dragon hydro? Que c'est le roi dragon hydro quand même? Putain. Vous devez être un très bon nageur, on croirait Samuel qui demande ça, quoi. Bien sûr que c'est un très bon nageur. C'est toi qui as demandé tout à l'heure, non? Est-ce qu'ils savent nager les persos? Moi, en vrai, je sais pas nager. Hein? Non, mais fais gaffe, parce qu'à force de me dire ça, je vais t'obliger à l'enlever jusqu'à porter plainte, hein. Bah ouais. Peu importe avec Lydie. Non, mais t'inquiète, avec toutes les preuves, tu sais très bien que tu peux te retrouver. Donc clairement, fais une connerie, tu vas voir. Je veux bien être pote avec toi, je veux bien être sympa. Joue avec mon compte, tu vas voir. Parce que moi, clairement, je suis sympa et tout, donc je te donne ma confiance. Mais joue pas avec. Fais pas comme Shocker, par exemple. Eh ben, n'essaye même pas. T'auras tout le monde sur ton dos.
Yes, of course.
Bah justement, alors essaye même pas avec les miens, quoi. Joue pas avec, putain. On est déjà gentil de te passer nos comptes, mais si tu continues, personne te passera son compte à nouveau. Ils se débrouilleront.
This isn't going anywhere. Let's try something else. How did you find these ruins?
Oui, excusez-moi les amis, je suis là... Pardon.
Yes, in fact. I had arranged to meet you in Poisson, but when I arrived, I discovered that the Fatui were helping the residents evacuate. They had even transported a large quantity of supplies to the area. Amid my astonishment, I ran into the knave, and we had a chat. She informed me that she had asked you to investigate the ancient ruins here.
Oh, il a tellement la classe, Neuvillette, putain. J'adore ça, putain. Que se passe-t-il, Toto? Recommence pas ta connerie, toi, Emmerich, il a pas 10 € à payer, hein. Et oublie pas que pour ça que j'ai dit non pour que tu changes mon nom, c'est parce que moi j'ai payé mon nom. Bah oui. J'en avais marre de m'appeler licence. Moi c'est Dotoré. Fatui. Mais non! Nous sur PS4 c'est une fois gratuit. Et ensuite on doit payer. Ouais, c'est compliqué, mais ouais, du coup j'ai payé mon nom, donc touche pas s'il te plaît.
Yeah, we originally planned to
Ouais,
meet
je
up
sais
with
plus,
you, but we
4
thought you
ou
might
8
still
€,
be
je sais
busy with
plus.
all those official documents. We didn't think exploring the ruins would take very long, and who would have thought you'd wrap things up so quickly?
Mais moi tu touches pas mon nom, il m'a coûté un peu d'argent quand même. J'espère que Navia va récupérer. Oh, un succès.
I'm sorry to have kept you all waiting like that. I'm feeling much better now. I guess we should get going again. Will you come with us, Monsieur Neuvillette?
Yes, if you wouldn't mind my company.
All right, another one joins the party.
Attends, je sais pas à qui tu parles là. À Tony? Bah je t'entendais pas, attends. C'est des anciennes. Mais vas-y, touche pas mes cartes parce que je suis obligée de les garder. Enfin, clairement, ma seule carte, clairement, arrête de me foutre le stress et tout. C'est vraiment ma seule carte, j'ai pas envie de la rechanger. Tu serais sympa de pas fouiller dans les trucs privés des gens déjà.
Mind the side effects.
The doctor was seeing.
Seems like an emergency.
There is no escape.
Silence.
Tu peux mettre plein de trucs, voilà.
Be sanctified. Order guide you. Gather.
Ah, nous on a ça. Sur PS4. Bah là, l'enregistre pas, mais moi je l'enregistre parce que sinon je l'ai plus, quoi. C'est chiant. À chaque fois, vu que je fais plein d'achats là-dessus. Et s'il faut, je la retire et puis je la garde. Hein. Ah bon? Oh la vache. Merde, 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 je tombe. Capote. De toute façon, moi c'est sécurisé et puis je la retire ce soir s'il faut. Mais va pas fouiner dans les trucs privés des autres, après ils vont plus avoir confiance. S'ils peuvent pas faire comme moi et la sécuriser. Juste évite la prochaine fois. Attends, j'augmente ton son. Ouais. Ah, c'est sûr. Oh, je suis petite.
I see your power.
Aïe, aïe, aïe.
Let the mighty be humble.
Now you shall perish.
Désolée d'avoir tué Morax, les gars, mais j'étais en train de parler aux autres en même temps.
Remember, health comes first. Mind the side effects.
Voilà. Darlong? Ouais, je laisse.
A bitter pill to swallow. Stabilize. Mind the side effects.
Settle down. Oh. The tide's beckon. An oversight on my part.
The doctor was seeing.
Mind the side effects.
Gather. This is order.
Seems like an emergency.
Illusion shattered.
Let the mighty be humbled. Bow your head. Order guide you.
Hmm. Hmm. Oh là là. Après c'est normal. Aïe aïe aïe.
Looks like we've reached the end.
This is the place. There should not be any other hidden spaces in the vicinity.
J'arrive les amis. Oh, dis pas des conneries. Attends.
The path sure had some twists and turns, but
C'est
it
bon, je suis de
turns
retour.
out that this place isn't actually that big.
On dirait qu'il y a quelque chose sur les murs. Dites pas de conneries les gars, je suis encore en live. Hein.
Stone slates? It seems like they were put here as an offering. Could we take them down and have a look?
Perhaps we should just leave them be for now.
There are 4 locations in total, but only 3 stone slates. The slate that should be in the first empty spot is missing.
The surrounding walls also show signs of damage.
There's something written below. Let Paimon see. Reason dictates that this nation be destroyed. I shall record the history of its future here in its past.
It feels like someone left these slates and these words here for a purpose. But does he mean that Fontaine should be destroyed?
That would fit the circumstances dictated by the prophecy, yes. Indeed, the slate's contents correspond to it. Take the second slate, for
On
example.
vous entend plus que le jeu maintenant, attendez. Je suis obligée de rebaisser. Pardonnez-moi les amis, on les entendait plus que le jeu.
There's a person kneeling here. She seems so dedicated. And there's a whole bunch of other people behind her doing the same. She's facing this... what is this? Some kind of island in the sky?
And is that Lady Farina in the third image? Did the Hydro Archon fall into the water?
And is that a ring of people around her? Paimon doesn't quite get it. Are they all in the water?
The fourth image. I know this one. This exactly matches the content of the prophecy.
The people will all be dissolved into the waters, and only the Hydro Archon will remain, weeping on her throne.
C'est vrai qu'elle semble correspondre.
More information should be hidden in these slates, but I fear I cannot easily uncover it. Most likely due to us missing the first slate.
Attends, je vous mute. Mais comment je ferais pour plus vous muter? Qu'est-ce qui se passe? Eh, soyez pas raciste, s'il vous plaît. Ayez un peu de respect.
Don't blame yourself, Monsieur Neuvillette. Deciphering ancient stone slates isn't one of your duties.
Ooh, Paimon's getting the chills just looking at these slates. This says that it's the history of the future, right? That means the prophecy's sure to come true.
I really hope it doesn't mean that.
Still, Paimon feels like these images are kind of weird when you look at them together.
Tu parles de l'ordre de la troisième et de la quatrième image, non?
That's right! If the images are in chronological order, shouldn't the fourth, the waters drowning Fontaine, come before the third, where the Hydro Archon herself falls into the water?
And yet the order is reversed here.
La deuxième image est étrange également.
If we go by timing, Lady Farina only emerges in the third image. That means that the person in the second image might be the previous Hydro Archon.
Egeria, then. I had never met her, but her appearance here does match the records. The previous Archon kneeling before the floating island in the skies, as if confessing a sin.
Did she herself commit that sin? And if not, why would she be in such a posture? Also, I'm still wondering why these ancient stone slates are here at all. Judging from their contents, could this place be the origin of the prophecy? Does that mean that someone, or some people, once saw these slates?
But who would have created these slates and left these words here?
It seems that any further clues will have to come from Farina.
In that case, there's no time to lose. There's nothing else to be gained here, so let's head back first.
Yeah, we'd better get somewhere safe for now.
En réalité, peu importe qui a créé ces stèles. Ça n'a plus d'importance aujourd'hui. Ce qui compte, c'est de savoir si la prophétie va se réaliser.
Let's split up here. I'm going to check on what's happening with the Spina. You know how it is. There's some things you just need to be there for yourself.
Je suis en train de regarder un truc.
You still have energy for that, Navia? Paimon's already beat.
Just head back to the Fleuve-Cendre and have a rest then. Thanks for...
I'll depart as well. Thanks for your hard work today. Rest well, everyone. Traveler, I will go talk to Farina tomorrow morning to ask about the stone slates. I'm sure that you're concerned about this matter as well. If you have time, drop by my office. I will share the results of our discussion with you.
D'accord. À demain.
Are you really gonna talk to her about this directly? Will that be a problem? Paimon's getting a little scared now that it's come to this.
She has long been harboring secrets, and will not give them up easily. Which makes it all the more my duty to ensure that she understands the present situation.
Alright, we'll leave it in your hands then. You're probably the best person to talk to her anyway.
I will be carefully considering my words tonight.
Traveler, Paimon, our safe house at the Fleuve-Cendre is always open to you, as ever. So please don't think you're an imposition. All right. I'll be on my way then.
Welcome back. We've got a special menu prepared for you two tonight.
Yay! And there's good food too! Navi, no, the boss is the best.
Tu as fait du très bon travail aussi, Paimon.
Ooh, desserts! Nice, these are all Paimon's! Paimon's already starting to forget what happened today.
Tiens, tiens, mais qui voilà? Ne serait-ce pas Mona?
Oh, that voice. Is that who I think it is?
Je crois que son nom c'est Mona, à force tout le monde n'en pouvait plus.
Huh? It's you two.
Ouais,
What
c'est
are
bien
you
elle.
doing in Fontaine?
Qu'est-ce qu'elle fait à Fontaine, elle? T'es pas censée être un monster? Les étoiles n'ont pas révélé que nous nous rencontrions ici?
Seriously, nobody just uses a scry glass whenever they've got time to just see who they'll meet on the road.
Still, we didn't expect to see you here. Wait, you're not a Fontanian, are you, Mona?
Well, I have some business to attend to here, so I booked a hotel in the city. I was just out for a stroll when I bumped into you. Quite unexpectedly, if I might add. Why did you think I was from Fontaine, though? Is that because Magistus doesn't sound much like a Mondstadt surname?
Yeah, let's go with that.
Well, I used to have my own surname, which was, well, some other thing. Either way, the old hag told me when she took me as her disciple that the first step to being a great astrologist's pupil was to change that name. There was nothing for it, really. She really is amazing at astrology, so I changed my name to what it is now according to her wishes. To my surprise, however, Magistus is not the name of some ancient house or clan.
It isn't?
Nope. Although it is used by us in place of surnames, it generally just means great.
Wow! Imagine including a boast in your name. Wait, are you gonna have to put that into your genealogy as well?
I reckon so. In any case, I'd give my disciple a name like this as well, if I were to take one.
Et comment s'appelle cette astromancienne?
Astromancer Barbeloth Trismegistus.
Whoa, that's a long one. Does it also mean great or something?
My name means Mona the Great Astrologist. As for the old hag, hers is, in plain speech, the thrice-as-great Scholar of the Stars. Just take it as a title specific to astrologists.
Thrice as great? That's so petty.
I know, right? That's just how she is. She used to call herself Magistus, actually, but when she took me in, she changed her name to Trismegistus.
Talk about excessive.
Magistus is thus the calling card of our school, so to speak, which makes it about the same as a surname. It's all right if you don't get it. You can look into it further should you need to study astrology more deeply.
Ouh, Paimon 3 fois plus gourmande.
Terrible!
J'adore la faire chier.
But anyway, you're not Fontanian, are you, Mona? You're from Mondstadt, right?
Well, I was born in Mondstadt, yes. My parents migrated to Dornman Port, and I traveled with the old hag for a while, after which I settled down in Mondstadt City.
Oh, that's a good thing then. At least we know you won't be dissolved by Fontaine's waters.
Speaking of that, I'm sure you're aware that a bunch of things have happened here in Fontaine, right? I know you're not a local, but I'd avoid getting too close to any water that looks strange all the same. There's something ominous about it. Well, the water, I mean.
Mona, tu es venue à Fontaine à cause de la prophétie?
That was the main reason, yes. Just a while back, the Steambird invited me to take part in a panel and speak about the circulation of the prophecy as an astrologist. The invitation was sent quite early on. I don't think anyone expected Fontaine to be in this much trouble.
What do you make of that prophecy, Mona? Just tell us what you think as an astrologist. Your word would go a long way to make things more certain and less scary.
What I can tell you is that I'm an astrologist, and that this prophecy concerns the fate of Fontaine, even that of all Tevat. Ascertaining this is akin to reading the fortune of the whole world. I'm afraid that this is not something that just anyone can do. If I could do it, you would no longer call me an astrologist, but a visionary. But on the flip side, the prophecy is so huge and powerful that it must surely come from a powerful visionary. Its contents involve the fate of the world. Disregarding it would be a mistake.
A visionary? Sounds really powerful and all, but does such a person really exist?
Of course. The old hag could do it, and I'd bet there are others amongst those Hexenzirkel colleagues of hers who could do something similar.
Je dois vraiment savoir si la prophétie va se réaliser.
Huh? Are you sure? All right, I'll help you. It isn't often that I see you with such a serious look on your face.
Thanks, Mona! You're amazing as always!
Oh, well, this is something only I can do after all. So yes, your praises are quite welcome.
That's the greatest of astrologists for you! Of all the people we know, you know the star's the best!
Indeed, indeed. That's the spirit.
Oh, sorry. I came to see what all the commotion was about. If there's anything you need, do not hesitate to inform the Spina di Rosula.
Oh, whoops. Guess we were getting a little too carried away there. Well, I'll go tend to my own business now. If I receive any news, I'll be sure to come find you two again.
And there she goes, quick as rushing water. And here we are with the Spina guy giving us suspicious looks.
Essaye d'être un peu discrète la prochaine fois, Paimon.
If Paimon hadn't spoken for you, it'd be you getting all the weird looks. The things Paimon does for you.
Très bien, très bien. Merci, Paimon.
That's more like it. Good morning. To be honest, Paimon's still feeling kind of sleepy. But it's time to get up, traveler. We agreed to go see Neuvillette, so let's pack it up and get going.
Allez, alors trouver nos villettes. J'essaye de leur répondre en même temps, mais bon. Il n'y a pas vraiment quelque chose qui me regarde dedans. Oh, mon téléphone est chargé. Impeccable. J'attendais surtout que mon téléphone soit chargé pour répondre correctement. Mais les autres n'ont pas vraiment fait attention à moi et ils faisaient plutôt leur complote. Vivement que Petit Clara revienne. Et si jamais il rentre trop tard de son film, je serai un peu tristounette.
Melusines are beautiful creatures. They are the pride of Fontaine. Be sure to befriend them and cause them no harm.
Attendez, les gens, je suis en train de répondre. Oh, salut les deux. Merci. Bon, on continue les gens, l'aventure. Bon. Là, on va voir Furina. Si elle en sait un peu plus sur la prophétie, parce qu'alors là... Allez.
You're here! Finally!
Oui, on est là, Cédène, t'inquiète pas.
Is something wrong?
Monsieur Durvalette and Lady Farina, they seem to have gotten into a dispute.
Ils se disputent.
Please go see for yourself.
Oh putain. Eh mais Furina, je l'aime bien parce qu'elle a tellement un caractère de malade qu'elle se dispute avec nos villettes maintenant. Terrible.
Like I said, I've already explained everything.
Attends, je t'entends pas beaucoup, faut que je remonte ton son. Non, je t'entends pas. Et toi?
And yet the problem has not been properly solved. There is little space for excuses between us.
Vas-y, une villette, fais-lui, tire-lui les verres du nez. Faut qu'on sache beaucoup de choses.
It is not my intention to offend you, but please tell me where you stand. You are the Hydro Archon Focalor, are you not? Look at this. This is a list of the victims from the recent Poisson incident.
You mean they're all...
We did not arrive in time to avert this disaster, and I will not have it happen again.
Allez, Furina, on va sauver la nation. Tu oses nous dire tous tes secrets.
I will say this once more. You must tell me everything you know. Yesterday, I found 3 stone slates in some ancient ruins near Poisson. Do you know anything about those?
Merde, le son de soleil, il va être fort, je crois. Attendez, les amis. Voilà, même niveau que Samuel. Oh.
Seriously? You're questioning me like this is a court case now. I don't know anything about that.
Furina, cesse d'être une tête de mule, s'il te plaît.
But you found them in some ancient ruins, you say?
That's correct, which is why I came to ask you some questions. There should have been 4 slates, but one of them was missing. The other 3 feature different images that seem to correlate to the prophecy.
The prophecy?
The second of these slates depicts the previous Hydro Archon Egeria kneeling before a floating island in the sky, as if confessing something. Do you know nothing of this either?
I don't. I've never seen such slates.
I'll ask you again. Do you really have no information regarding the
T'es encore
previous
plus têtine
Archon?
village, j'adore.
My deciphering of the slates indicates that the Hydro Archon is to, or apologize for, a certain sin.
All gods don't have the same secrets, you know. She was herself and I'm me. Is it really so strange that I know nothing? I understand your concerns, but I'm sorry. I just don't have anything to tell you.
Forgive me for saying this now, Lady Farina, but I have long known of your various secret investigations into certain matters. There are several indications that you have been investigating the prophecy on the sly. This is not strange in itself, considering that you are the Hydro Archon. But it is strange that you should also claim to not know any of Egeria's secrets, as well as do nothing following your inquiries. You have never been as superficial as you have presented yourself to be, nor are you a fool. And yet, your behavior is very inconsistent.
So you've been watching me all this time, have you? I didn't think you were that
Eh bah
type.
si, Navilette il sait beaucoup plus de choses sur toi, tu le sais bien, voyons. Il sait que tu enquêtes discrètement et tout, hein.
You.
Elle a vraiment 2 côtés, hein, cette petite Furina. Elle fait style d'être tranquille, d'être en mode idiote et compagnie, mais hein, elle a un secret, hein, cette demoiselle.
Well, since you know about my secret investigations, then you should know I'm actually working to take care of it. There's no point questioning or suspecting me. You're the Eudix, but you're still my subordinate. You should be following my lead. Just trust in me. You're Archon, and do as I say. Never mind whether you can truly convince yourself to or not. It'll all turn out fine. That's all I have to say. We do not discuss this matter again. Oh, the opera's about to start. Toodles!
Did Farina not notice us standing by the door? Wonder what's up with her. She was smiling. Huh. She didn't seem in the mood to care if we were listening in or not.
On aurait dit qu'elle cachait quelque chose.
I assume you've been outside for a while now?
Putain, elle a quand même menacé Navilette, vaut mieux qu'il fasse attention, quoi.
Oh! You noticed! Seems Farina didn't even realize we were here.
She was in a great panic, though I cannot discern the reason. Our discussion reached impasses time and again, a state of affairs that we cannot allow to continue. Still, I do not understand. Dialogue is the basis for understanding, so why did she keep refusing to engage?
Peut-être que la questionner n'est-elle pas la meilleure solution. Il faut qu'elle se rende compte que de la gravité de la situation.
Everyone in her inner circle has noticed that she is hiding some secret. The issue is her attitude. I fear that she will not reveal anything unless absolutely forced to. We may have to create a situation in which she will have no choice but to speak.
Oh? Like what?
Normally, people will only reveal the truth when standing trial. Perhaps we must have the Hydro Archon experience just such a scenario.
But Farina's seen so many trials, and she's really good at dodging questions. How do we make sure that she won't just slip away at the first chance she gets?
We will need to consider this thoroughly, join forces with various parties, and then do what we can. If at all possible, I would prefer to recuse myself from this affair, but we must prevent the prophecy from coming to pass.
Les gens, je leur mets en route, c'est parce que là, ça fait 2 heures. Déjà, normalement, c'est 1 heure quand il n'y a personne. Donc, c'est pour la rediffusion, pour que ça soit pas trop long. Hop.